Hello?
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Terrible. Well, no, this one was my fault, straight up. I wasn't aggressive. Like, I didn't want to.
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Like I said,
Yes, I can hear you.
yeah. Okay. Everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this you're going to reach a micro. Let's give them 5 minutes to join. Are we good? Did you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay, hi guys. I guess we just have to start. Then when they come, they'll join me. Hi, good day, everyone, and welcome to today's class. I told you guys yesterday we will be looking at another concept in UIUX, which is on wireframing. Sure, we're still together. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So let me quickly share my screen. So let's start. So from the definition, we have it that a wireframe is a low fidelity visual representation of a page or app interface. It outlines the basic layout, structure, and functionality of the interface. That's including detailed design elements such as colors, graphics, or typography. So wireframing is just like designing your website, your full interface, designing your full interface without color, graphics, typography. Right. That's what wireframing is all about. So during this process, this is the is known as a low fidelity, right? Which means that you don't necessarily put into consideration the visual effects of that your product. So you just want to let out ideas. Right? From that your site map, you want to bring those things to life. You want to position those structure. You want to position that structure you made during your site mapping, right? You want to bring them to life without necessarily judging your design. So what's the best way to do it? We use wireframe. So wireframe will make use of lines and strokes to represent a website application without adding colors, images, typography, videos, and the rest of it that enhances the visual aesthetics of every digital product. So what's an example? You have an example. Okay, this image is kind of blurry. So this is an example of the wireframe. Right? Look at this, you know that this is a full wireframe. This is a full website, right? But it's represented with lines, strokes, and other elements. So I will show you guys some elements that you can use to depict certain things on a web page. So you see how they did here, where they use some shapes and lines to represent some things, and at the end of the day, they are labeling them. So whenever you come to the place,
You
you will know what is happening there.
Olúwa o. Nǹkan tẹ̀ di acceleration
Please mute
17
your
minutes.
mic. So when you come to the page, when you see the design, you actually understand what is happening. So you see that their homepage, if you look at the homepage, you see they'll tell you that this place is slide images, right? Those icons is slide images, hero banner, they will label everything. So whenever, let's say you are working on a project with someone and you don't label your wireframe, the person will not enter your mind to know what you are talking about, right? But once you label it, okay, the person knows what goes, where it's going. So if you see a phone call on the mobile version, you see a phone call, you see who is that? Thanks. So you see logo sponsors, contact form, and the rest of it. These are different things they use in bringing out their idea, right? Just like your sketch, the way you sketch, this is what they are doing here. It's called wireframing. So it's the use of lines to represent a full website or mobile app. From the definition, wireframe is a low fidelity visual representation of a mobile app. It outlines the basic layout, structure, and functionality of the interface without including detailed design elements such as color, graphics, typography, images, videos, and the rest of it, right? So that what's the purpose of wireframing? We do wireframing for conceptualization. Wireframes help us to conceptualize and communicate the overall layout and structure of a digital product for iterative design. They facilitate rapid iteration and experimentation during the design process, allowing designers to explore different layouts, options, and gather feedback early on. Right? Then the third one is user experience design. Wireframe focused on the user experience, emphasizing usability and functionality over visual aesthetics. So it helps in bringing out concepts, right? It helps in bringing out concepts in the sense that you can bring out as much as possible, as more concepts as possible. You can try this one doesn't work, you lazy, try this one, it doesn't work. So that you keep generating concepts. You can try the first concept on this paper, drop it, draw another concept on the paper. Maybe you are designing a home page, You want to see different concepts you can apply on your own page. You design the first one on this paper, you keep it to one side, you draw the second one on this paper, you keep it, you draw the third one. If you watch tailors, I guess they do the same thing, right? If you see people that sew, they do the same thing when they are when they want to sew, so you to see them drawing something on paper, right? Drawing that particular dress on paper. That's like them wireframing. Then sometimes after drawing, they go as far as especially for these detailed tailors, right? The more professional tailors, they draw the color, they bring it to the computer and design and show you how it will look. If it's cool by you, you go ahead and they will show it for you. So that's almost the same thing we are doing here because I think the design spans across all design platforms. Right? So wireframing steps in conceptualization, you have to, like it helps you to get as many as possible, as many concepts as possible. So the second one is for iterative design. Iterative design. It's easier to change concepts. It's easier to try out new concepts. It's easier to clean what you feel is not cool to change at any point because of it's at the low fidelity, right? You have that leverage to clean whatever you want to do and try out new concepts without wasting your time. Let's say you design a full website on your Figma and you start deleting them one by one. You see that pain it brings. But once you do it at your wireframe, you can always change, you can always erase starting from the paper, you can always erase, you can always withdraw. So it helps in iterative design, user experience. So at this point, you're not focusing on how beautiful your site will look. You get, you're not focusing on how aesthetically pleasing your site to appear. You're just trying out to you're just letting out the concept. So you're letting out the experience the user will encounter using your product. That's what you are doing. You're not just judging your design looks and stuff, right? So by that, it will aid in user experience. Then creating a wireframe, you first define your goals and requirements, identify key elements, then sketch the layout, then you add details. This what will be seen as to start wireframing. Next one, you keep it best practices. One, you keep it simple, focus on functionality.
Please, can you go back to the next slide? I didn't really see the previous slide. Sorry.
This one,
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
so I said you creating wireframe, you define goals and requirements, right? Start by defining the goals and requirements of the digital products, understand the target audience, key user paths, and desired outcome. Second one, identify key elements, identify the essential element that needs to be included in the interface, such as navigation menus, contents, sections, form fields, and interactive components. The third one, sketch the layout. Sketch out the basic layout of the interface using simple shapes and lines. Focus on organizing the content and structuring the interface in a logical and intuitive manner. In the third one, you add details. You gradually add more details, including placeholder for text, images, buttons, and other interactive elements. Use annotations or notes to provide additional context and instructions. This is what I told you guys before we started, right? When you are done wireframing, make sure you add annotations, like you add notes to explain what goes where it goes, right? Let's say you place a box, you want to tell people that okay, this is a video image. You want to tell people that okay, this is a button. You want to tell people that okay, this is a nav bar and stuff like that. So you make sure you label your elements. It's like the person did in the diagram I showed you guys. So we've seen the best practices already, right? To keep it simple, wireframe should be simple and easy to understand. Avoid unnecessary detail or complexity and prioritize clarity over usability, right? Focus on functionality, emphasize functionality and user interaction over user aesthetics. Focus on designing an interface that is intuitive and easy to navigate. Iterate and refine. Iterate on the one based on feedback from stakeholders, usability testing and design reviews. Define the layout, structure, and functionality to improve the user experience. So we'll just go to our software and see how wireframing works. See how wireframing works. Figma.com, Figma.com. So open your Figma.com, open your file, launch new file, then create new file, new design file, create it, launch.
Hello.
Yeah,
Okay, is anyone speaking? Because I can't hear anything from my end.
you can hear. Oh, sorry. Oh, you can see my
And,
screen.
and your screen is not
No,
showing again.
Okay, you see that soon. Can you see the screen now?
no.
Not again. Start. I'm gonna start sharing. Is it up?
Yeah, the screen is up now.
Okay. So, like I told you guys, there are some symbols we use in wireframe, like symbols and meanings we use in wireframe. So these are like the few, right? So wherever you see these things, you know that okay, this thing is representing this, right? It's representing this. So let's say you see an element like this on a wireframe. You see an element like this on a wireframe. So if you see something like this, what comes to your mind?
Play media.
Maybe a media, a video player.
The player, right? Then if you see something like this, so what comes to your mind? I see something like this.
Images.
Then
Images like pictures.
pictures, right? Then another one that we could have is something like this. If you want, then copy like this. So what can this thing represent?
A button.
Drop down box also.
Drop down. Any other option?
A button.
Okay, button. Okay. Something like this. What can this represent? So you see these are the some common symbols you might be making use of drawing wireframes, right? So this is just for you to have them. They can represent text, right? They can represent text with horizontal lines. They can represent text with horizontal lines, text, paragraph, and description, those type of things. Like that deals with text, right? And you present them with horizontal lines. You can see buttons, a rectangle with a label, often with rounded edges, right? Meaning it's clickable action button, like stuff like that, right? Now it's a form field. What can you represent a form field with? Symbols, a rectangle often paired with a label or placeholder text, right? That's a form. We know what form field is, right?
Not really. I don't think I know
Yeah.
what it is.
You know what form fields? You guys know what form fields are?
No, I don't know what it is.
Okay. So form field are those places you fill up. Let's say you are filling up where they show you enter your email, enter your password. That field which you fill up those things. That's a form field. Okay. That's rectangular shaped box that you key in those details. That can serve as a form field. That's a form field, not that can serve. Then we have radio buttons. Radio buttons. There are some sites you'll be working on, or let's say you are filling up a form and they will tell you to check if you're a male or a female. You see two dotted stuff, right? You can check one and the other one is unchecked. Then you can check one and the other one is checked. That could be a radio button. Another one we could see is okay, radio buttons, small circles with one circle filled in, right? So these often look like radio buttons. You use them especially in places where you can't have two options. You can't select two things. You have one option and the other one. Okay? Have two options. This is how it is. So if you check this one remains unchecked. While you check this one remains unchecked. You guys must have seen something like that in websites now.
Yes.
Something that we encounter. So it's not the so when you check this one was unchecked. When you check this one, silence check. So this is how to present them. Which other one? Check boxes. So know what check boxes are. Um, small square, sometimes it's a check mark inside. So check boxes are the ones that come as square. They come as square, then it's a check mark inside. A square with a check mark inside. So you can decide to add a check mark if you want. Sometimes, if you want, sometimes you can choose to leave it. Let's just pretend these are check mark, right? Perfect. This is, let's just see this as a check mark. So while in check boxes, you can do multiple, you can have multiple options. You can check multiple boxes, right? So this is where they can ask you what are your hobbies, eating, reading, fishing. You can check all of them as your option. But when you have radio buttons, it goes you can only go with one option. Like if you go with this one, you're not going with this one. If you go with this one, you're not going with this one. Just like in questions, let's say you have questions and answer, right? You can only answer one question. So once you choose that first option, if you choose option A, You cannot choose option B. You choose option C. You cannot choose. That's how it works, right? Um, radio buttons, check boxes, drop down menu. You know what that one is? Drop down menu. A rectangle with small downward facing triangle. A rectangle with a small downward facing triangle. So that serves as a drop down. Icon placeholder, small circle or square with a diagonal line or a generic symbol, meaning represents where an icon will be placed. So you can do something like this for icons. Why some people will equally double theirs. Some people double theirs for icons. So whenever you see something like this, know that an icon should go in there. So that function that we're looking at. Placeholder, navigation bar, a horizontal or vertical row of boxes or lines, a horizontal or vertical row of boxes or squares. So this could serve as navigation bar. Let's say you have a navigation, you can have something like this. So this is the bar. So this is the bar. These boxes, square. So navigation elements. Try this color. So mhm. So you can see this as a navigation. Why some people go as far as adding icons on their navigations that are clickable, they can create them like icons then. So that so whatever you are doing, make sure you're labeling it. Whatever you are doing, make sure you're labeling them. Something on placeholder. Let's just pick the one about interest us. Placeholder images, we've seen placeholder images, video placeholders, we've seen it. Progress bar, nothing fancy. A long thing rectangle, partially filled. Um, red scrub, red scrub navigation. I'm not scared of that. That's not the same. Doesn't yes, I don't feel that will not be that icon that appears when you're scrolling down. I guess that would be I'll look up for that later. Other pop-up, other box, a rectangle overlaid on top of the content with an X in the top corner. So modal boxes will pop up. Those are those you could be scrolling a site and something pops on the screen, just like a box or a square, having an information that you could exit or you could do the particular thing the information was. It's you see those things on websites. Links. So represent links by underlined text. Podium. Section. If your content is hidden or read a vertical list with arrows or okay, accordions. I guess they are you could be writing a text and at a point you don't have enough space, then you could add an arrow for to kind of read more. Facebook has their own as read more. They have the text where you click on read more, then it drops more to read more. I guess that's what this one is all about. Why some people they use plus button. When you click on the plus, it increases to read the full text, or you click on the arrow pointing down to read more. And the last one, this stroke repeater, a series of start rectangles or lines. Okay. The ones we use of account such as electoral articles, list repeater. Okay. Present a list. So this list repeater kind of represents a list of repeated content items such as products or articles, I guess. Yeah. So for us to just look at the ones that will be useful to us, are the ones that will be useful to us, which mostly could be videos, images, buttons, icons, checkboxes, video buttons, text, this kind of text. Text. So there is what we call horizontal rule or horizontal breaks, right? So that those are the rules we see on website that breaks sections apart. They break sections apart, so we can represent them with thin lines. Represent them with thin lines. So that's in the image there. Like the leading carousel sliders. Carousel sliders. So carousel sliders are those things you see on websites. Let me launch a site like Jumia.com. I guess Jumia still have carousel sliders. Jumia.com. So you see these things that are sliding here. See these things. This could be a carousel slider. Some sites they slide automatically. I guess Jumia should slide automatically. I've been at some of those. Okay. Slide automatically. They are also known as carousel sliders. So this so we can continue see more kind of where websites advertise what's their products, what product they are selling and stuff, maybe offers they have and they want it to be engaging. Is what they use to depict it. Right. So carousel sliders on the person. Okay. We present them with a rectangle with small rectangles or circles underneath it. So we could have something like this to be our carousel slider. So whenever you see it, you know that this is carousel. Yeah, carousel slider. So whenever you see this, you know that's okay. This is carousel. So having seen these symbols, let's create a website. Let's create something. Let's wireframe our existing websites using them. So I put my existing websites using them. Someone should suggest a website we should wireframe, try it.
We could try W3 schools or Facebook.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but your screen is not showing.
They
Yes,
said someone should suggest a site we should.
I think someone already mentioned Facebook.
Okay, Facebook. I don't think I'm logged in on my Facebook. Yeah, I'm not logged into Facebook here. I guess you suggest something else.
we can wireframe Figma, the whole page of Figma.
Yes, openfigma.com. Back to files. Let me take a snapshot of it. Screen, something like Figma. So this is the Figma we have. The Figma we have. The screenshots I made. So I have. You can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have the width of 1898 by 913. To create our frame, 1898 by 913. 1898 by will be okay. Okay. So first thing remember I told you about horizontal breaks. So it breaks sections apart. If you see, let me take this out so you guys can see what I mean. It breaks sections apart. So if you look at I told you horizontal break sections apart, right? So if you look at this design on the screen, you see that here this place is a section on its own. This place is a section on its own. Here, this place, this text, drafts, delete, all files, last in the file, and see this is a section on its own. This could be a section on its own. This text, okay, this text could be a section on its own, or it can be part of this section. Then this one and this text could be another section. Then this images could be another section. This explore community is a section on its own. This pad team projects could be a section on its own. This card here is a section on its own. This from my name to all projects is a section on its own. And from here to the top, please mute your mic, is a section on its own. So that's how we'll be treating this. We'll be picking them section by section. Any section that we design, we'll break it to it horizontal row. These are horizontal rows to break them. So since you're doing this next section of drafts, and keep it this way. We're doing this right here. Change the color. So what are we having here? We have a button. I present that to button. Remember, wireframe goes two ways. It must not be on Figma. You can do paper wireframe. You can wireframe on your paper, right? On your paper. Using your pen and paper. That's it. So remember what you said we use in representing text. You said horizontal lines. Horizontal lines represents text. Thick horizontal lines. So those straight lines represent horizontal breaks. Thin horizontal lines represent horizontal breaks. Wide thick horizontal lines represent text. So this icon is to it's an links. Down, steady from down. So wireframe is better done on paper and pencil. So we have more time to iterate. Have more time to iterate. You're doing wireframe on, you want everything to be aligned, but know that alignment is not necessary here, right? Aligning things is not necessary here because this is like a rough work. But for me, I cannot. I don't know if I can design things without aligning them. So that is why it will take a lot of time for me. So next we could do is bring this guy down. Bring this guy. So this guy has a rectangle. I don't know what that. This is kind of a button. Take it back. So hold the edges still beyond. Relax. This guy has an icon. And this one is the icon. The icon is then another one has an icon. Same icon. and then the phone, then could add kind of a button which is there, and then just so we represented the first and second. And next you can add is this index file in the here. Okay, that's it. Then I will first close the commands. Trying to delete this because it doesn't have a rectangle, doesn't have an icon. Right? The only this one that has this icon, so you can have it leave it here. The next one is it counts how many 1, 2, 3. Just line it up this way. To pick out these guys. And then have to sort out and so this guy is set. Next we do is it's like a vertical break. So we don't have break this time. Still a break, the vertical axis. So I know that it's to be between is 1 px, 1 pixels, and change the color to still the format there. Format there was using 3 pixels, so let's do this to 3 pixels. So to be visible a bit and then so this is anything on this place. So I'm seeing an icon here. Mm. It's like a smart icon. Yeah, once you get this guy, it's the icon. something I expect. So bring this guy down here, say, its size, I see, I come here.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Kingsley. Are you there? I think you had network issues.
The next thing, what's this icon? Then, okay, maybe it's black. So, black. It's black. Right. So to contrast when you look at this, you know that something should be there. Okay. So we're following.
I think your screen went off for a little while, and I don't know how you got that black box with white something in the middle. What does that represent, please?
You guys didn't call me back now, and I've been talking to myself.
Your voice was,
Mm.
your mic too was not on. We didn't hear anything. We were asking you if you were still listening. We sent a message on the chat too, but no response.
Sorry, I didn't notice that. So this is this card here. This card that has physical, it has a button. See the three buttons. This is the card. That's why I made it black. So that if you cash going to have a button, to have a text inside the button, to have these two text, which is this, and to have an icon, which is this. Do you understand now?
Yes.
Sorry for that. I didn't notice. So let's do this. Let us show you guys. Show you guys. If you get more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still need extra 2. So I'll just do that by pushing down this. Push down this. Push down again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, icon. Is like microphone. It's an icon. Others. Icons no longer icon. Yes. This is an icon on text. Creating the text. Yeah. And this rectangle that went in there is still be here. Code, yeah, service. Big. You can always make use of neutrals, black, white, maybe gray. You want black, white, gray. These three colors. And then we can try one, two, three, four. Go here. Add a rectangle here. This should do. That should go there. Still have some for second one. Rectangle. Rectangle. Change the color to white. Go to top. Change to white. See. Box to have another rectangle. Use rectangle down. So don't get this guy. Then have an icon to over here. So hope you are not using any icons. So so you can stand this side by side and say that okay, this is a wireframe for this. We've done it right now. What it is to label. What you now do is to label. I'll not label all of them. I'll label all of them for the sake of time. So I'll just label a few. So this will come in as the bottom. Since I'm using black and white, you need another color that's going to show outside. That red could show, so if I want some that show outside, red could show all here, but outside. What button is here? This should be print. We'll be creating a button. So when you're working with a team, when they come here, they know that okay, can go as far as labeling these icons. And label these icons. And give this icon a name too. Something like that. And here can you the plus icon. So it's cool as they are drawing, you are labeling too. So you're drawing, you are labeling too. So it's easier for you. Drop down. You can now label this too as your drop down. It's also drop down. So you see that we label all the elements. We label all the elements, label the image that goes here, label this text, label this text. Cases where something like this, right? If you do this way, the label will go this way, and just get the label and span across all these. You now know that okay, this label has its own. You know how to do label. So I now have a one name for all of them. These images, these pictures here. So that's how we could do the labeling. Do the same for this side and stuff. So when another designer comes to this place, now it will be very easy for him to understand what's going on. It's very easy for him to understand what's going on here. Sure, we are following. Can see one time.
Yes. I've been waiting for a while though. So
Okay, so
the uh,
I didn't
the
notice. Sorry for
why
that.
pardon please. I didn't hear.
I said continue. I said I didn't notice.
Okay. That's fine. So this wireframing you're doing, is it
Yeah.
for an existing website Because I'm trying to figure it out. Is it from what we've done before, the cryptocurrency website, or is it?
This is you.
Um,
Someone suggested Figma now, Figma homepage. Then I took a snapshot of it. This is what we are wireframing. Look at it.
okay. Oh, all right. Now I get.
So what
Mm.
is here is what we are translating to this place. Everything here, we're just representing them here with the shapes. The
Mhm.
yeah, that. So you've noticed that it's actually more difficult to wireframe on your app, on your designing software, right? So whenever you want to wireframe and you want to really be quick with it, it's advised to do it on a pen and or it's a, on a paper with a pen, right, or pencil. So whenever you make a mistake, you can erase. Pencil is better. So when you make a mistake, you erase. All these things, it will not take me up to 10 minutes to draw these things if I were to draw them with pencil and paper, right? But because I want all my things to be aligned, I want my shapes to be perfect. That's just from the designer's point of view. I just want everything to be perfect. But nobody is judging you when you are framing. You could go as far as using pencil to draw these things. So instead of drawing a perfect rectangle, you can draw this. Let me make sure the strokes are black. So you could use pencil to
Hello, Mr.
draw.
Kingsley.
Yeah.
I want to ask, this wireframing, is it done before designing per se, or it is after we've designed finished, then we'll start wireframing?
You wireframe before you design. Wireframe is before you
Okay,
design
okay.
because this is how you place the elements. All these elements you've listed out in your site one. So wireframing now helps you to place them on your web page roughly without judging your design. So once you're perfect, once you are cool with the wireframe, what you have on the wireframe, you can now translate that to real design. It could be tasking sometimes to find how you place your elements, the layout you want to design with could be challenging. But once you draw them with pencil and paper, you see that you find a way to place all your elements without stress. You get that?
All right. Yes,
So
yes.
the pen and
Thank you.
paper, is it on the Figma platform, or just your normal pen and paper?
Your normal pen and paper.
Okay.
So if
So
I want you
second,
to do okay, go on.
I wanted to ask again, this circle with diagonal lines, what does it represent? Is it each of the
Icons.
what's it called? Okay.
So
So
instead of
after
me,
that, you have to label them too.
yeah, you have to label them. Instead of me
Okay.
trying to be a designer, right? I can choose the pencil tool on Figma and wireframe. So places that have rectangle with an X overlapping, I can do it this way and move to another thing. I told you you must not seek for alignment when wireframing, right? You must not judge your designs. You just want to let out the ideas. But me, I don't know if I'll ever do something like this, though. But I'm just telling you that it's not wrong to do. Nobody is interested in your wireframes.
Mm.
Just to let out ideas. Maybe when you're working
Then
with
please,
teams.
can you help us send maybe put the key to the features, the wireframing features. That is, can you
The key,
put it
huh?
on
I
Word
don't get
document and send to us? Something like that. Or send that
which
particular
key,
slide so we can have it handy.
which key are you talking about?
The key to the features, those things you mentioned, the lines representing letters or something. Yeah, it was in the previous slide where
Okay.
you mentioned circle means this, whatever means that. Like these boxes
Okay.
with
Okay.
X sign means pictures or something like that. That's the you had it before now. The key.
Yeah. This, that's it. This, the symbols.
Yes.
Common wireframe symbols and their
Yes,
next.
this one. Yeah.
Alright.
So can we just have it on a Word document so we can now, because most of us, we are not so, let me talk for myself. I am not conversant with those symbols. Not all of them.
Let me just paste it on the chat. Let me paste it on chat so anyone can just copy it and do what they want with it.
Okay. Thank you.
Is it number G's? It's not number here. So I don't know if it's a work way for you guys. Let me open up the dot. Dot.
You can actually number it, but it will just take a little time. Because there are colons to state each symbol.
Let me just do that here. One. Two. Five. Soda. I feel it's better now. I've sent it to the chat, so you guys can copy it. Have you seen it?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. So moving on. Uh, just like how this done, right? Where we did this, try to create this. So we created everything from scratch. We do the rectangles, we do the. So we can equally get Figma on Figma community and explore wireframe kits. Kits. Wireframe kits from Figma community. So what you now be doing is just copy, duplicate and use, duplicate and use, duplicate and use. So I don't know why not is acting up today. No problem. Fresh. Refresh this. Creating of subspace. Wireframe kit. So let's see hands-on wireframe kits. How this guy looks like. Then open it in Figma and your function on the page. So you see these like components you can use in your wireframe, right? See different components this person has. So these are different components you can use in your wireframe. Can choose to, and if you look hands-on, look at them, they are not looking perfect. To look hands-on, like with them, you can just start, let's say, just get this frame or your frame and different like something like this. Also tell people clearly that this is the carousel slider. The carousel slider is so yeah, this is I want to make it. Whatever you want, you don't have the time to search and use this to present text. Present text. So drawing them one by one, I just pick up this guy. I want it to start from here. You can flip it, flip horizontal, start from this side. So you know it, you're now with your design. See the check box, see the radio button, all of them are here. It could be a full form field. Want to be able to full form field. This could be the button. So we continue stuff like that. So if you are cool with drawing them yourself, that's fine. Want to use already made templates, that's okay. If you like drawing on your pen and paper, that's equally fine. So no way is perfect, is more perfect than the other, right? But the only difference is actually easier when you draw on the system. If you want to translate it to the real design, to be easier for you, right? But when you draw on pen and paper, you are starting everything from scratch. Right? You're starting everything from scratch. But when you draw on your system, it's actually easier to translate to the real high fidelity design. Then I'll show you another trick I always tell people to use. Show you guys something else I always tell people to use. My English, sorry for that. So instead of see these two designs, this is totally a wireframe. So what I advise people to do is only draw, use shapes when you are dealing with pictures, right? Then if you are doing text, use the real text. Let's say here should be text. Here should be the real text. You want a faster workflow, right? Once you are done letting out your ideas on pen and paper, and you want to still maintain the low fidelity, right? You want to draw the low fidelity on your system. You can just use the latex to draw, write the text there, placeholder, draw it, icons, import the real icons. So what you'll be doing is once you want to do your high fidelity design, what you just be doing is put add colors, right? Add colors, add pictures, add videos, and that's just it. So do the ideation process, the ideation part of your wireframe, do it on your paper, do it with your pencil and paper. Look for a plain sheet of paper with lines, whatever that works for you. Draw, pretend that okay, that this paper is my screen. Then you draw a square or a rectangle in that under your paper. That rectangle will serve as your frame. Like we start design, right? This is your plain paper. you draw a frame with your ruler and pencil. You want it to be straight. You can still do it freehand. I told you wireframe, nobody does how organized the wireframe is. You're just letting out idea. Then you draw this. Let me change the color of this to red. You can draw this rectangle on the paper to serve as the screen you're designing on. Then you start letting out your ideas with your pencil. So this is my pencil. This is perfectly done on pencil and paper, real world paper, right? So this is my, let's say I want to add a rectangle with X overlapping it. I do that here, I do that here too. That is just like a rough work, but you know that ideas are being generated when you do something like this. So when you're working with your team, let's say this is a carousel, slider, you call it this. So carousel, then first one circle, circle, first one circle, one circle. So it wasn't the perfect, wasn't perfect. The goal is just to generate an idea. That is it. And you label it, draw out label. Sorry about that. Use this. Or how you guys see this. But that's just the goal, right? If you have questions on this, you can bring them on. Or we'll go. Does anyone have question on this? I guess we all understood it since we don't have question. It's fine. It's cool. Hopefully before one day I will dish out the groups. Show you guys you will see your group. So during the weekend, hopefully maybe this today or tomorrow, I will give you guys, I will group you guys. So I guess we just have 5 groups or 4 groups. I'm looking at 4 or 5 groups. And we'll get that. Once we get that, kickstart, right? So the process I just want you guys is to do is draw you can start from your site map if you want. Right? You can start from your site map if you want. If you want to jump to wireframe if you want. So why I advise to start from site map is just to let out all the contents that will be on your app, all the contents that will be on the application. You know the flow already, right? You know the flow that you want users to do this. I explained that in class already. So that's what we'll be doing. So what you can just start out is start out to list out all the values you want that your application to have. One, when you list out all the values, then you can draw it like up to place them the different parts you want them to appear, right? When you place them in different parts, it will not be easy for you to draw a wireframe. It's not easy for you guys to draw a wireframe and place those things. You can draw a wireframe and place those things. See that the finance is very simple. Can take a day to draw out, go during meetings, just like we're doing meetings here. You can have your own group meetings. It can be on WhatsApp or any medium you want, you choose, right? So you guys could just join together, have a meeting 1 hour or so, brainstorm and draw those things. Next, you draw your wireframe, then you see that your design has started. That's simple. Are we following? Are we following? Did you get the information? No.
It's becoming a bit confusing for me.
How's it confusing? What's the problem?
So the second one where you were explaining the sites, the what's it called? There's the other design where you mentioned you designed where someone can impute maybe signing up. That's the sign up frame. So I didn't know how you got that. Did you still use the wireframing tool? And where did you get it? Yes, that part.
I showed you guys now. We just searched on Figma community.
Okay.
Search for wireframing kits. I just come to Figma community. The normal way we find things on Figma community. And search
And
for
that is another
wire.
way of doing the wireframing.
That's
Is
easy
there
way to
another
draw.
way?
Instead of you drawing from scratch, you can get these kits or it's just like a template that people have drawn already, just for you to pick them and place
Okay.
them the places you want. You get?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is it. The main thing is draw. You can use your paper to draw. You can still use your Figma to draw anyone you want. You can still go to Figma community and pick already made illustrations, then place them at the necessary places you want them to appear. That's it. You've done your wireframe.
Yes.
That's it. See you guys next week. I will communicate to you guys on the group. Hopefully, communicate to you guys on the group. If I don't do that, I don't really know how it's gonna be. But pretty soon, be able to communicate to you guys on the group, share the information, how I've helped you guys, how I've helped you guys. So that's it. See you guys next week, Monday. But expect my information really, maybe today or tomorrow. Then when I share you to your groups and you have details on how to go about the project, right? It's that simple. That's simple. Hopefully before Monday. Then if I was able to do that before Monday, to be on Monday. But I know I'll do that before Monday. I'll communicate with us. See you guys next week, same time. For now.
Excuse me, the YouTube video for yesterday's recorded class was not uploaded. I've been checking the YouTube channel, but I've not seen the video yet.